Hi all, welcome back. Red Storm, Dark Blue Defection, Scenario 5, Dark Blue Defection. This is my part 29, just putting part 28 together just now, just come straight back. We're about to start turn 12, so pretty good chance this will be the last part of the scenario. I have had a few comments for John on part 27, so we'll quickly run through them. He's describing the situation that I had when Mother and Wolf were stacked. So he says, so the original situation was Mother and Wolf stacked, same hex at deck, then either Markov or Malkin Malkin is it? Mechlin targeting Mother as well, which at that time would have been invalid due to the stacking. However, by moving Wolf to low, which is probably the right move, he's got in brackets there. So I'm not sure if it was legal for Wolf to be at deck or not. We chose not to for two reasons. Because one, I wasn't sure that he could be at deck in the mountain. Now, he didn't move from deck to the mountain, but I still wasn't 100% sure of that. But the other one, and I think is maybe why John's got it in brackets, is he would have had to check for, is it collision or something like that, because it's at night and he's at deck and he doesn't have the terrain following radar. So he says, however, by moving Wolf to low, you made that targeting of Mother valid since he was no longer stacked. So I think I just got lucky in all this, to be honest. And when I walked back, because I had made a blunder, I got lucky with it and I actually done the right thing. Not actually knowing I was doing it right and thought I'd got it wrong and whatever anyway. So I think we get away with it. He carries on, younger me wishes they hadn't overloaded the term stack like that and had used a different term to indicate same hex and same altitude band. But it's now a legacy of the various DT, that's downtown system games, and I'm used to it. Also, older me realises that rules are difficult and finding another term for that is not easy. Yeah, I get that, because through me, stacking, it feels like if a unit with two counters in the same hex, they're stacked, but that's not the case in this game. And in actual fact, this has just been really brought to my attention just with this situation. So I'm glad it's came up, because I still would have probably considered, like I say, two fights in the same hex as stacked, but that might not be the case if they're not at the same altitude. Anyway, and like he also says, what other term could you maybe use to make it clear and whatever. So okay, I understand it now anyway though, so that's a good time. Right, the 12-minute and 10-second mark. As an alternative to having one in a different hex, one of them could have stayed / moved to high altitude to avoid stacking. Yeah, this is when Mechlin and Markov were in the same hex. Well, one of them was on the side of the hex, one of them was in the hex, and as John pointed out, their classes been in both hexes, so they couldn't have been there. So he basically said one of them could have been at a different altitude and been there. So I don't think it was a biggie, but yeah, I need to be careful with that in the future. This is talking about the suits. When you split a flight, I think he said, yeah, at least use suit for that side's flights. Seems like a good heuristic if first correct flight doesn't suit your fancy. So yeah, that's the way he does it. So that's fine. 55-minute mark. Yeah, I was wondering what, I went and checked this one out. He says those primary actions trump concerns unless you fall through them with movement points left over. As a disorder flight, the primary action instructions don't leave you with movement points, so you wouldn't fall through to the other actions, combat or / non-combat actions. Thus, finding a target is not a concern for a disorder flight. Same with aborted and a few other covered by primary actions. Yeah, I understand what he's meaning. It's like when you're disordered, you've got all these things that you've got to do. So what's not wanting to leave you with movement points so that you can try and go down and do something else. So that one just says you stay hovering about your. So yeah, it was me. I guess it was me questioning the movement round it. I wasn't really questioning that. I don't think I was just like. I think I was going deeper into it to sort of say, well, if it was me doing this, and although I wanted to hover around this, I would also want to be maybe staying as close to mother as possible, so that when I did come out of disorder, or if I came out of disorder, then I'd be in a good position to do it. But you can see it's tricky with the movement points when you're trying to go around in a circle. It can be tricky to do that. Anyway, okay, so thanks as always for your comments there, John. Hopefully this is the last part of this scenario that you're going to have to make any comments on. Which is good to see he's commenting on that one, so he must be kind of up to date. Well, I have had a week off, haven't I? Over a week, in fact. Right, let me just plug this back in. Okay, right, good to go. Like I say, I think the only risk is if Warsaw Pact get the initiative and it happens to be Markov that goes first. I think that's the only risk we've got. So, let's go. Well, actually, there's another risk. We're just about to do a random event phase. Because I've already pointed out that manpad thing, we've got one... oh no, we're across the right side of the front now. Yes. Okay, right, let's roll for random event. Well, you know what? Just in case there's something bad, I'll put it on camera here, just to show you. Yeah, I'll put it on camera, but I'll roll it in the corner so I can't see it. Well, you see a 3, and the other one is a 1, 4. Right, quick look at the ones that don't count. That's 5 that wouldn't count, so 4 is okay. I want to say we maybe never rolled a 4 before, which could be worrying. Right, back of played card 2. Right, let's have a look. I brought the card up and then I read it as I was zooming in there. Weather change. So, yeah, I don't think anything's going to happen. If no clouds, roll 1d2. If no clouds, roll 1d10 again. 1 to 5, broken clouds, medium to high. 6 to 8, broken clouds, low to medium. 9 to 10, dense clouds, deck low. No cloud breaks. If clouds already in effect, broken cloud layers change to dense clouds and remove any breaks. Okay, well, we haven't had this before. Now, every scenario we've had says not to roll on the weather table, but there's no talk of this. Right, okay, that's kind of going to mess up this finish because I've no idea how the clouds and all that work. Well, I know it affects line of sight issues. I'm just not awful sure what other things it might affect here. Right, well, you know what? Let's just roll on it then. So roll 1d10 again. I rolled a 10. That's maybe bad. So 10. Where are we? Weather change. 9 to 10. Dense clouds at deck / low. No cloud breaks. No cloud breaks. Yeah, well, the fact I've not had clouds or mist or anything like that at all in any game that I played is kind of... I'm going to have to go and look things up now, aren't I? Which is a bit of a pain, really. Clear weather, see weather. Weather, sequence of play, rolling for weather, clouds, 22.4. Right, give me a sec. Right, so clouds are common occurrence in Germany even in the summer. This is on page 41, 22.4 clouds, 22.41 cloud layers. Is that what we are doing? I think so. A cloud layer exists between two altitude bands. The altitude bands on either side of the layer define it. A cloud layer covers the entire map, exception weather fronts. 22.42, which I think is a different thing. Cloud layers are listed as dense or broken cloud and have different effects on line of sight, 22.1. what was it? Listed as dense or broken. So we had 1 to 5 would be broken at medium to high. 6 to 8 was broken at low to medium. 9 to 10 is dense at deck to low. And then no cloud breaks. Well, there's talk of breaks there, but I don't think that's on 22.43. A player determined by the role places a break marker. I'm not quite sure what all that is, but I don't think that. Well, it says there's no breaks. Should have maybe just double check the back of the player read card. What is it? 4. No, there's no. No, there's nothing on that. So, okay, so I want the. There's maybe a bit on the top of the map for putting this counter in. Is there a bit up there that marks the weather? Oh, there's not actually. I thought there might be something up there on the track, because there's markers for it. Let's see if I can find the right one. I think this is a marker I want. It's got low deck on that. It's got low deck on that side, but you see there's not as many clouds. So my guess is that that's broken clouds. And my guess is that that's dense clouds, isn't it? So that's what we have. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, but I'll just put it up there. I'll put it up beside the dice, actually. Cloud layers are listed, yeah, and they have different effects on line of sight, 22.1. So I think that's all that's going to come into it. However, there are some, I remember there's certain modifiers I might need to watch out for as well. 22.1. Yeah, 1 or more hexes of dense cloud Y along the line, and the cloud layer is between the unit and the target's altitude. Or any of the intervening hexes contain a broken cloud layer or mist, and the range is greater than 2 hexes. Right, I'm not awful sure it's going to affect much. I suppose it's something we're going to have to get to know how it works right now. Okay. Well, we'll try and check for it when the time comes. I think the only time it might come into effect here is probably if I was to do a radar. I was talking about this flight, maybe being able to do a radar search on 108 flight, but well, we're going to get to that now, aren't we? Right, so that was a random event, no jamming, detection phase. Roll to detect undetected flights. Right, well, what have we got? Well, actually, we've got a bomber up there who went undetected. He's at deck. Now, what is he in? What? He's over an airfield, isn't he? So it's not going to be rough or anything, is it? No. But it is at deck level, so that has some effect, doesn't it? Right, let's play the cartoon now. That's the one that's got the events on it, Grant. Right, so detection. A NATO flight at deck, there's a -2 to this roll. So we're doing a -2 for his roll. It's not terribly relevant, I'm going to roll it off camera. So on the C column, they need a 12, but there's a -2 to the roll. Rolled 6, so -2 is 4, so he's not detected. 108 flight is at medium altitude, so no modifiers. So this is kind of important one. So I'll put it on camera because this is the kind of one that we want to get detected, really. So I'll just show you it in case you have doubts. So we need a 12. There's no modifiers to this, right? Okay, so 12 or greater. 12, bang on. Right, well, good. I think that then is now going to make me safe, because now Markov, who's the only flight we need to worry about, is going to target 108 flight. Okay. Anybody else undetected? Yes, Vegas. We've got Vegas there. Right, that's not as important. I'm just going to roll this off camera. So again, a 12 or greater. An 8. So no. Right, and then over to their flights, they have Markov, obviously. And that's it. Every other flight is detected. So Markov on the D columns, we need a 13. No modifiers. Need a 13 or greater. Roll 9, so no. That's all the flights. However, Vegas can check for a visual detection on Markov. Hang on, they're both in the same hex. Something about that, isn't there? Is that not just visual identification, Grant? I think it is. I think it's visual ID if you're in the same hex. Right, so let's have Vegas have an attempt at visual. So modifiers, is it 3 or 4 hexes away? No. Is it different altitude band? Yes. He's going to get a -1. Sorry, I'm looking at that. He's going to get a -1 for that. Target in haze or mist. Right, we don't have haze or mist then, so that's not one that's going to. It's just dense clouds we've got. Target use dash thrall. Well, nobody used dash roll last turn. Detecting aircraft in rear arc. Sorry, in rear arc. Oh, that's just. Where am I? I'm lost here. Look at the wrong bit. Go and zoom out a bit, Grant, so we can see where we're at. That's only for IRST anyway. So there's a -1 because of different altitude band. I'll just roll this off camera as well. Well, what am I doing? Well, the -1 needs a... No, it's visual, Grant. That is a 13, yeah. So a 13 has got a -1. I roll 2 1s again. So no. So that's a visual detection attempt. I don't think... yeah, Dodge could actually. Dodge could probably do a radar attempt. Right, is that the one that's got something to do with line of sight? Well, actually, maybe the visual one was. Maybe the visual one was. So maybe I shouldn't have been rolling on that. Visual detection. Yeah, line of sight comes into this. It's alright. So 22.1. To determine line of sight, draw an imaginary line from the centre of the unit's hex to the other unit. Treat ground units, being at deck. Line of sight is blocked under any of the following conditions. 1 or more hexes of dense cloud lie along the line and the cloud layer is between the unit and the target's altitude. Right, this was for our visual here. So this was for... I know it failed, but Vegas might not have been able to roll. Well, Vegas is at medium up. Hang on. Vegas is disordered, Grant. Do we not need to be not disordered? Yeah. So Vegas couldn't have done that anyway. Yeah, we can actually do a visual detection on Markov. But the fact that Vegas was at medium and he's at high, these dense clouds are between low and deck. So is it if one of our flights were at low and one was at deck, we wouldn't have line of sight? I'm guessing that's how it works. 1 or more hexes of dense cloud lie along the line and the cloud layer is between the unit and the target's altitude. The cloud layer? A cloud layer exists between 2 altitude bands. The altitude bands on either side of the layer define it. I don't know. I can only think that if one of these flights were at low and one of them was at deck, we wouldn't have line of sight. Anyway, it's irrelevant here. However, it is going to come into here because dodge is not disordered, so he can do a radar search attempt. I think that needs line of sight as well. Well, maybe it doesn't, actually. I'm probably talking rubbish there. Because visual is obviously something you're looking at. Radar is a different thing. So we've not got a look down. What are we at? We're at high. No, he's at high. So we're both at high. Yeah, it just needs to be in our forward arc. Yeah, we can do this. Yeah, we can. We can do this. So modifier. So dodge, and it's not greater than 10 hexes, so he's not going to get that bad modifier. So here we are here. So he doesn't get anything for that. Target in different altitude band, no. We're both at high. Target at deck, no. Target at deck, no. Search in flight and beam arc of target, no. And shaft corridor doesn't apply. So yeah, we're in his front arc. So it's a straight up, no modifiers. And on that, it's an F4. We need a 12 or greater. So I'll just roll this off camera as well. Oh, 11. So just missed. So that was the last chance at that, I think. Right. And our Vegas flight stayed down as well. Yeah. Can Klein not have a go at Vegas though? Yeah, I think that's in his front arc. Klein, they've got a range of 4. 1, 2, 3. He's just out of range. So no then. They've only got the radar's only got a range of 4. Which Vegas is 5 hexes away. Right, okay. I think that's all done. That's all done. Right, let's go on to the meaty part. Right, Moonman. Right, so I think all I need to do here is get the initiative. Well, I've already said that 108 flight becoming detected is probably good enough now, but, well, let's roll for initiative anyway. So we need a 1 to 6, is that? 1 to 6, it's NATO. 3, there we go. We've rarely failed in that die roll. So we are going to take the initiative, and as long as we don't draw a 0, which has been done. I'll just double check they're all there. 3, 6, 9, 10. Yeah. Give them a good shake. Mix them about. Right, here we go. Just anything bar a 0. That's a 5, so that's not going to be a 0. So 2. We get to move 2 flights. So let's not muck about. We're just going to land mother. She's at deck. Helicopters at deck, altitude may land in any hex by expending all their movement points in the movement phase. Yeah. That's it. And then I'd like to think that then takes him out of the equation. Well, I know we were landed up here when we were trying to wait on the guy, and John certainly didn't say anything. In fact, no, I think he did confirm that because she was on the deck, it couldn't be targeted or that. So we're going to land mother, and I'm just going to take that altitude marker away just to sort of signify that she's on the ground, and that's her finished, her movement. That's all we need to do. So nice and safe now. So I wonder if we can pretty much wrap this up. I think that's all we needed to really worry about, wasn't it? Markov, like we say, is the only flight that can do so. Well, he could still shoot something down, I suppose. But all their other 3 flights can only try and recover from disorder. We could also, we've got 108 and we've got dodge. We could go into, we could attack something. Which, yeah, I think it's probably worthwhile. So we probably should do that. Well, why don't we just go and have a go at Markov then? We're both at high altitude. Yeah, why not? Right, so dodge, well, because we've got one more initiative. So I'm going to move dodge. Or should I? Should I maybe not do that and see what Markov does? No, because dodge is a... No, he's not really, is he? He's only got 2 aircraft. Yeah, both are flights. They're the 2 flights that split, and that's the good ones that we've got left, which is kind of strange. Yeah, I'm not sure I should really do. I should maybe just let him do something. Oh, I think I was actually going to try for Klein, but Klein's got 4 aircraft. His aggression's only -1. Mecklen's a bit more a worse state. So can I get a shot at Mechlin? Can I come into this hex? I've got a max turn on me, so maybe not. High, speed at 4. 1, free turn, 2. Yeah, I should be able to do that. Right, so if at high with a speed of 4, if I go 1, free 60-degree turn, 2, free 60-degree turn, 3, free 60-degree turn, and then 4 moving in beside, that max turn mark will come off, so I'm moving in beside Klein, but I'm going to attempt to engage Mechlin. I think I could do that. I mean, I know I could attempt to engage Klein, but I don't think there's a problem with that. I think I could attempt to engage Mechlin, and then if it succeeds we'll move into the hex. If it doesn't, we'll just sit there, and that's fine because they're disordered anyway. All they're going to be able to do this turn is, well, they'll burrow around their rally point and then not do an awful lot. Right, okay, let's attempt, because there is a chance that Markov might go for, well, probably will go for the 108 flight. And I'll maybe just see how that pans out. Maybe. Right, dodge on Mechlin. Yeah, we've not done this for a while, have we? So attempt to engage in standard air-to-air. So let's see. High altitude, yeah, we're at high altitude. So I think everyone's okay. But like I say, not done this for a bit. So let's have a look. So defender detected. Grant looks around immediately and finds out he's detected. Yeah, we're okay with that. Well, there you go. I couldn't have went for Markov because he's undetected. Detected or not stacked with a friendly flight. Defender within 1 hex and same altitude. Yes. If not in same hex, attacker's defender and forward dart. Yes. And we're attacking for the rear as well. That was a good part of that as well. Attacker not disordered, aborted, blah blah blah. Yeah, so all good. So yeah, this is a tough roll though, isn't it? Yeah. So we're rolling on the 14. We both take this roll on, but if we he's disordered. If we miss, he just ignores it anyway. So we need to get a result. Either that, then it's done. So aggression value, that's not good. That's -3. That's a bad start. Target in different altitude band, no. Flight is disordered. Well, no, not ours, his is. No moon. Target in hazel mass, no moon. Yeah, so we got a -3 to this roll. Yeah, so this is unlikely, isn't it? So -3 and we need a 14. Okay, there we go. Oh, 17. Yes. That's perfect. 17 -3. That's like I just put the numbers down there. Now you see me roll the dice, guys. 17 -3 is 14. Okay. We have a result. Right, well we need to roll for him as well because If he fails, we're going to get surprised, which is even better. So, well, he needs a 14 as well. His aggression value is -3 as well. Target different. Flight is disordered, yeah, so that's a -4 he's getting. Target in rear hemisphere, yeah, that's a -5 he's getting. So it's looking unlikely he's going to succeed here. So with a -5. Oh, look at that 0 there. I thought, right, he's got 14, that's 9. But I'll tell you what, if it had been that, we'd have got it. So he had a result of 9. So it's a yes for us. It's a no for him. Attacker surprised. Defender disadvantaged. Okay. So now we go. Now he's disordered. So he's going to disengage. And we're not. We're going to give it a go. Right. So he's not going to roll and maneuver. He's not going to take any shots. Yada yada. Right. Is there any maneuver rating modifiers? Flight, climb, this movement phase? No, I did not. Zoom, climb, mark with a mover? No, none of them. So what is... This is a MiG-23, isn't it? Against an F4. So I'll just tell you what they are. The MiG-23 at high is a +5, and the F4 at high is a +6. So we get a +1 to this. Ah! Hello, John. Surely I've missed this. Not applicable at night. Well, I don't believe anybody's pulled me up for that. And I can't think I went right through that scenario and just got lucky with that. I want to say I maybe noticed it way back at the beginning in the scenario, maybe, but I might just be just saying that. Yeah, I get the feeling I maybe did apply that way back, but I'm pretty sure I've been ignoring that in any recent air-to-air combats we've had. Well, that could just have put a spanner in the works, that. I mean, it's just... I kind of thought John would have pulled me up for that one if I had done wrong, though. So I just... I don't know. I don't feel like I know I've been away for the game for over a week now, so maybe it's just... My memory's that poor that I just feel like I've been doing this. Well, there's not an awful lot I can do about that now. But that could put a big question mark to a lot of combats if there was. Yeah, I mean, that was... Oh, come on, that's... Yeah, I was counting... There was -4s and +4s getting... I'm just... John must have missed this as well. That's right, innit? We're at standard air-to-air combat. And the manoeuvre differential, subtract the enemy manoeuvre rating from the flight's manoeuvre rating, not applicable at night. Nobody's got that one. Nobody's picked up that one at all. Unless I'm being stupid here and missing the obvious. I think we've blundered our way through that whole scenario using that. Oh dear. Well, that's a bit of a shame. Okay. Well, this is going to be the last part, so we'll just have to put it down to one of those, unless I'm getting something wrong somewhere, but I can't see how I am. It says not applicable at night. Right. Oh, okay. Well, I'll move on. We'll get this part finished and right, aggression differential, that does apply. What do I say, we're both -3 actually. Yeah, we're both -3, so there's nothing there. This is us that's looking at it. Yeah, this is us. Geometry, we're going to get a +1 because we're attacking from the rear. The enemy flight is disordered, so we get another +1, that's +2. We did have a surprise, it's +5. No. Enemy flight is disengaging, yeah, and it combat at night, so that's taking our 5 back away again. So that means we've got a 0. We've got a 0 to this roll, and we've got 2 aircraft in the dodge split flight part. So 2 aircraft rolling on the 2 column with no modifiers. Here we go. Seen the 8 first and thought it was going to be good, but that's going to be a whole lot of nothing now, isn't it? 9 is nothing. Yeah, so no shot opportunities. And he was disengaging, so he's not going to roll on this. And I just need to remind myself again what happens next. If no shot's taken, skip to F. Right, so we do still carry out morale. Yeah. So we do still both do morale check, but no shots. So yeah, it was a bit pointless really, wasn't it? Yeah, that's just finding out that I've been making a mess of things has put a bit of a sour taste to the end of this one. Right, right, so morale for us, aggression, so -3. We did have surprise, so it's -2. No. So we get a -2 to this roll. Oh, that's horrible. I'm thinking, right, is it low or high we want? It was high. -2, that's 4. That's going to be bad, isn't it? Air-to-air combat, less than or equal to 5, it's going to be abort. -3 is aggression. Well, we can't go any lower than that. Yeah, we're going to abort. Jets and chat, we don't need. Yeah, that's horrible. But, yeah. Looking for an abort marker, not finding one. Oh, that's annoying. Right, just a sec. Right, so I've got an abort marker ready for our flight enemy. And he also gets the manoeuvre marker, doesn't he? Come the time. Right, rolling for them. He's got a -3 as well. He was disadvantaged, so that's -4. He gets a -6 then. Yeah, that's right, because he was disengaging. So he gets a -6. But remember, he's disordered anyway, so -6. Oh, then that's 5 as well. So he's aborting as well, isn't he? And his aggressive value is right. Oh, I'm gonna have to get another abort marker. Right, give me a minute. Right, okay. Okay, so scatter. Dodge is facing the side of the hex. He's using this one. He's at high altitude, so he would drop on I'm just doing this off camera because it's just one die. That's it. Right, let's roll. He's got 8, so he's stayed at his altitude. He's going to go up to the right. So up to the right for him. It's going to be this hex here, isn't it? Right, that disorder marker's for the flight underneath. Right, I'm going to flip them over as well. So dodge is undetected in hex 4321. At high altitude. Right, I'm going to put this on the F4 card. I'm also just going to chuck the abort and the maneuver marker on them as well. Right, and then I'm going to roll for... Oh, we should be in that hex. Right, sorry, phone call. Yeah, we made a blunder there, didn't we? Because we should have been in Mekon's hex. So I should have been directly behind him like that, shouldn't I? And I was going up to the right, so it was in that hex I should be. And that's for Mechlin. So dodge should be like that, I think. Now put all the stuff in his hex. Right, I'm just going to keep that there. So Mechlin's facing the same way. Let's roll a dice for him for the scatter. Yeah, he still scatters. Oh no, he doesn't. He doesn't. Does he? Scatter's not applicable to flights making a slash attack disengaging. So he does do the morale check though, doesn't he? He doesn't do the scatter. So does that mean he doesn't become undetected as well then? Maybe not. So that was a scatter, not applicable to disengaging flights. Markers detect, place maneuver markers. He doesn't get a maneuver marker as well. Yes. So he doesn't get a maneuver marker. Mark disordered abort status based on morale checks. Well, we know our guy's aborted. He's got a maneuver marker. Acquisition. Flip flight counters to undetected side. So he still gets undetected though. Mechlin. Right, there we go. Right, I'm going to move some counters about now. I'm going to put... Yeah, what I think I'll do is I'll put these on his card because there's only one MiG-23. And Dodge can probably get his stuff back. There we go. Right, and then that was Dodge moved. 42 minutes. Here's me saying I was going... Well, I guess that was just... I'm annoyed as well about this bit that it looks like I missed. The manoeuvre rating thing. I'm definitely sure I've been using that. Hang on, we missed something else. Yeah, MiG-23 should be aborted as well. He rolled abort as well, didn't he? So he still gets that. He just doesn't get the manoeuvre marker. Okay, that's my 2 initiatives done. Chuck that in the cup. Right, just wondering, I need to take a pause just now. Anyway, I'm wondering if I should just cut this. It's 43 minutes. Because I think... I know there's not enough of what more to do, but Markov might have a go at the 108 flight as well. So I think I'll do that. And we'll just create another wee part at the end. Yeah, that's a bummer. I mean, I can only assume John must have missed this too. Not that I'm saying he needs to tell me everything, but you know, manoeuvre differential not applicable at night. Yeah, because I remember sometimes it being a +4 differential, and I was using that. Sure, I was. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of huge, because a lot of these combats, you know, a +4 modifier that shouldn't have been there. And bear in mind, when I was rolling, I was getting a +4 maybe, and when they were rolling, they were getting a -4, and that shouldn't have been. None of that should have applied. So yeah. And unless I'm for some reason missing something, I don't think I am. Then there's a big question mark on the whole scenario now, sadly. Which is a shame. We've done so well getting Mother out. We've got her landed and everything, and now it's going to be unfair to count some of the aircraft that I've shot down. I mean, I need to go back and look at every combat and say, right, let's modify the die roll. You can't. I'd need to restart the whole thing. And even looking back over every air-to-air combat could be quite tricky, really. Because what is this, part 29 that I'm on just now? So lots of footage to look through. Right, okay, I will just cut this as a part then, and we'll come back and finish the scenario, even though it looks like it's a bit of a failure. So, shame, but again, well, it's a learning process, isn't it? Okay, I'll be back. Hopefully I'll still get back tonight to do it. Although that kind of has put a bit of a dampener on things for me, and I feel like, here was me coming back to hopefully celebrate a victory, and now I don't feel I can really do that anymore. Okay, well, I'll be back when I'm back, and I will still finish the scenario. So, okay, cheers.